Alright folks, welcome to Tactical Online Gaming. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to make some music. That's right, we're going to learn how to use GarageBand. In this tutorial, we're going to come up with some quick ideas. We're going to learn how to put them together. We're going to learn how to use the actual software. GarageBand is what we're using today. Really intuitive program. It's been around for 15 years in just about every Apple device that you can purchase, from a Mac Mini to iPhone to an iPad. You name it, you get access to GarageBand. And GarageBand is simply a music making program. That's all it is, that's all it's for, and we're going to get into it right now. Alright folks, so let's get this going. And so first of all, here we've got GarageBand working here for us. And I went ahead and picked some instruments. I got some strings, I got some electronic drums, some bass sound, a couple of keyboard sounds, some electronic guitar, and some acoustic drums. We might use some of it, we might use all of it, we might use none of it. So hopefully at the end of this little tutorial, we'll have a song made. So, alright folks, let's get into it. So this is GarageBand right here. And very simple. Based on the iPad, you can either just push the buttons, or if you got it connected to a keyboard like this simple 49 key keyboard, you can use the keyboard to trigger the sounds. Or you can even use a regular ASDF JKL semicolon typing keyboard to trigger the sounds as well. Today we're just going to use a keyboard, and we're going to use the onboard touch controls of an iPad. So without further ado, let's get into it. And since I'm here on strings, let's just work on some string sounds. GarageBand makes it really nice for you, sets you up for success. And what I mean by that is the following. For example, if you have no music talent, it's okay. You're still going to make music. Use your ears only. Most people that feel that they don't know music, they still have a good and powerful ear, and they can recognize what good music or what music should be or what music could be. So do not discourage yourself if you do not know what a major chord, a minor chord, a circle of fifths, none of that stuff. And because GarageBand sets you up for success, I can already tell that these chords are on the bass of C. So if we look at a major scale in C, no black keys, so we're not going to get into any fancy piano playing. It's not going to require any fancy piano playing. Basically, any of these 7 notes are going to sound good no matter what we do in this particular scale. And that's what's going to give us a leg up and to be able to create something. So let me just play around here with this keyboard touch controls, and we'll see what we can do. So if I just touch them like this, it's pizzicato, right? If I hold them, kind of drag with my finger, that's a very legato type sound. So I kind of like that. You guys see my fingers? I'm kind of scrolling up and down fairly fast. It gives you a crescendo when you do that. So if you just push your finger and hold it down, the volume stays fairly consistent, right? As I push and hold down, and I slowly start to increase this I guess a rubbing sensation movement, it gets louder. So that triggers our crescendo. Let's play with that. I like that simple chord progression. Again, GarageBand sets you up for success. Just play around with different combinations until you find something that appeals to you and go with it. I'm going to record that little bit right there. Let me set up for a recording here, and let's just see what we can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, and... Alright, so one neat thing about this GarageBand music creating program is it kind of sets you up in loops. So that was an 8-bar measure, and I recorded it. And it's going to keep looping it if I just keep pushing play. So let's... There it is. There's our track. Okay, I'm just trying to get a feel for what it is that I can do with those long notes or those strings. We'll go back to these drums later. We might just try to find something techno-y that we can add to that. But I kind of like that. Let's find another sound that we can... This is an organ sound right here. And let's see what kind of trouble we can get into. That's what happens if you use your fingers on the touch screen of your iPad. But we do have also keyboard trigger sound. So let's use the keyboard. Just gonna loop this. Okay, this is interesting. Let's try an octave higher. Let's see what we can do. Remember what I told you about in this key? Any of the white notes can sound good. So this makes our job a little bit easier in terms of trying to create some creativity from within. Let's go higher. Alright, I kind of like that little simple melody, and let's just record it and combine it to those strings. So here we go, 2, 3, 4, and... That's it. It's looping it. go from drums. Trying to go back to some rhythmic stuff just to kind of get a feel of where this song is going to go. Let's explore some electronic drums, see what we can come up with. So we're going to go tap create. All right, and let's just get this going. Let's see what Magnus is going to do. So this section here is, I believe what Apple did was they got some studio musicians, some artists, and they got them to just create certain beats with certain modifications. You can adjust, you can introduce different instruments, and we're just going to go with what we got raw and see what Magnus decides that we should listen to. Hey, that's kind of nice. Yeah. Let's try Leia. Ooh. Let's try Jasper. Let's go back to Leia. Let's just keep what Leia gives us. And let's go back. Boom, it just automatically drops that track in here. So let's listen to that real quick. Get rid of that tick. All right, that works. Folks, before I continue, please give us a like, subscribe, hit that bell notification on YouTube, and stand by for 2 minutes, because this is the moment where I give you guys a little shameless promotion, let you guys know what I do here in this gaming channel. And here we go. Whoop!
Warning. If your stereo equipment isn't properly set up, you might be missing some of the benefits that stereo can provide. somewhere else.
We have taken Delta.
All right, we are back, folks. We're going to go ahead and continue this. And so let's listen to that 8-bar rhythm that we just had, this 8-bar beat. Strings are a little overpowering, so I just lowered the volume a little bit. All right, I like it. Let's work on a bass line for now. So. I like this really strong bassy sound. Let's just see what we can do. Let's record that. So you guys notice when I record, I have that tick, right? That metronome. Always use a metronome. It keeps you rhythmically and tempo honest. A lot of folks, when they play naturally, they get a little bit ahead of the beat, they get a little bit behind of the beat, and you notice it in recording. So if you play to a tick, to a tempo, to a marked tempo, it keeps you on par. And when I record, I try to just focus on that tick as opposed to the rest of the music. So just a little quick tip. Let's give it a shot and record this piece. 3, 4. That's it. Let's get rid of that tick and listen to that whole thing. So far, so good. Now we have another sound. Very cool. Let's see what we can come up with this. I just raised it up another octave. It sounds kind of like brass. So let's try it again, and we're gonna set the tick this time. Okay, let's just. So good. I like it. Let's record that. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and on. All right. So, boom. I think we got a song. Has that tropical genre feel to it. Interesting. Turn off that click. I like it. Folks, I think we got a song working here faster than we expected to write a song. I've got some guitars here, so it's kind of a poppy song, as in pop music. And I think what I want to do is demi-lovato this song. And what I mean by that is she's got a lot of pop music, and then she crushes it with these just hard guitars and whatnot. And it's a nice contrast. So I happen to have a hard guitar right here. Let's got the flanger on, and I got the drive. So this is already giving me some 16th notes, some dot 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 dot, but I think we can syncopate it a little bit. Ooh. Let's play that with some music here. And We need to record that. That's pretty good. We'll do 2 parts of that. And let's go back. All right. Let's go back. And 5. Whoops. Let's get that tick going. 5, 6, 7, 8. And don't worry about making errors. So undo. Start all over. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go back and let's listen to. I'm going to get rid of some of the extra sounds, these other sounds, just so it doesn't cloud things up for me. They'd never know you weren't a guitar player. Other guitar players might know, but everybody else, they wouldn't know. GarageBand, folks, really powerful stuff. Let's go ahead and let's mute that and come up with that 16th. Because I think what I'm going to do is use one part and then transition to the next part. So let's record this and 5, 6, 7, 8, and R, C, then to G. Go to the A minor. D minor. That's it. We want drums. Alright, let's come up with some drum sets. Just a modern drum. Maybe we can alter between the electronic and what we've got here. Let me add a little context of this. All right. Be right back, folks. Shoot. And we're back. Let's go ahead and do this. So I set up some drums. I'm cooking a steak and some pork ribs, so I had to go turn all that stuff. I was smelling it was getting a little charred. It's not burnt, it's perfectly charred actually. And I need to go turn that over. So, all right, folks, let's take a look here, and we're gonna come up with our drum part, and let's do it. I like that little drum beat. I'm not trying to play the same drum beat all 8 measures. I'm trying to syncopate it and change it up, and that gives you more of a natural feel. And then after I do this bass and the snare, we'll add some cymbals, we'll add some hi-hats, and we might add some, right? I can play it all at once, but I don't want to make a mistake, and this is a looping program, so we'll just add the layers. But I could. All right, let's do it piece by piece. That's the best way to do it. 2, 3, 4. Add some cymbals on the next 8-bar count. Add some toms on the next 8. You can add that crash. I think we're done. All right, folks, let's listen to what we came up here. All right, we have a whole lot of layers that we just created. So let's see, we're gonna pick one of these guitar pieces, and we've got all these other beautiful little parts, and let's listen to our acoustic drum that we did here. Folks, we got a song. All right, guys. So I'm going to take this really quick. Magic of streaming and television, everything else. We're going to kind of whip it up. I'm going to arrange it really quick into different little layers and different progressions. We're going to start, I don't know, with the strings and maybe the melody, and then we'll add the drums. We'll add the bass line and the next 8 measures. I'm just going to scale it. So I want to make this not an extra long tutorial, so maybe I can get into how to arrange music in another video. Let me know in the comments if that's what you would like to see. But I'm going to literally be right back. I'm going to just whip it all up together, and we'll see what we can come up with. All right, here we go. Whoa. All right, folks, I've gone ahead and arranged it. So what I'm going to do is just audition 8 bars and see what I'm going to progress from 8 bars to 8 bars and see how I put it all together. So let's go, and let's just listen to the first 8 sections. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. All right, that's first 8 measures. Next 8 measures are going to sound like this. Okay, the next 8 measure is going to sound like this. The next 8 measures. Big anthem arp. I love that big anthem arp sound. Sounds like a brass section almost. Electronic brass section. So I think I doubled up. The next measure is doubled up. That's okay. This is the meat and potatoes of the song, right? All the instruments are there, all the layers. It's where your vocals can get into a chorus. And the next section, I brought in the syncopated guitar, and I brought in the just the big anthem arp again. So here we go. And the next part, I went ahead and transitioned from that syncopated guitar to those 16th note guitars. And here we go. And I brought in the switch from the electronic drums to the acoustic. So far, so good. All right, next section, similar, except with the melody. All right, so far so good. Next one is the same part. Another 8 bars of that. Alright, and the next part I went ahead and did another breakdown. And here we go again. This is what I mean by DeMOnZ pop music. She does a pretty good job. She works with some pretty good musicians. Alright, next part. Bass line. So you folks are experiencing how I can take just 8 measures of music and rearrange the layers, omitting some of the layers, introducing the layers one by one, and extend the song from just 8 measures into 8 measures times 10 even. You can go 20, you can go as, I keep going. Next part is everything full again. Little audio hiccup there, not a big deal. Alright, and let's look at the next. It's the same, and then we ended there. So this is where I would put in, if I export this into a a stereo channel track, typical stereo channel track, I could put a fade at the end of this and then end my song. And I think this is about 3 minutes. If you write music, try to write it somewhere around 3 minutes. You can go longer, you can go a little shorter, but 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes is probably a good go-to duration. It's good for radio. So if your song makes it popular enough to get a radio play, 3 minutes makes those radio guys happy. Right? Anything longer, then you cut into their commercial time. Anything shorter, you don't get enough people's attention on the radio to buy the commercials. So about 3 to 3.5 minutes seems to be the industry standard. So, folks, that is the song. We're going to listen to it right now, and from beginning to end, I went ahead and rendered it, and I didn't put a fade at the end, but that's something I can do. We'll just listen to it until it cuts off. So here we go, and this is what it's like. Please give us a like, subscribe, follow, folks. Hit that bell notification on YouTube. If you want a copy of this song, guys, you can find it on my SoundCloud account. I'm going to load it on up there and make it available for you folks to listen to. So that link is going to be at the bottom of the description of these video. I'm on Twitch, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Facebook, folks. I'm stream on all 3 platforms. I'm an online gamer, and one of the issues that I've had is custom music and strike-free music. And I've been a musician for several years now, but going on 20. And I think it's time for me to just make my own music and inject that into my own channels. And that way I can avoid all the YouTube strikes and jail time and all that stuff that they get you. Because monetization is a good way to go for streamers. And so this ensures monetization. My music, strike-free, my video content, and we go from there. And this is probably a good tool for some of you folks that are into vlogging. This is a powerful tool to get that music into your hands. So pretty good so far, guys. Appreciate your time, and we're just gonna listen to this until the song ends. So folks, you guys take care, and see you guys on the next one. Yeah. Debbie Lovato. I'm not the biggest fan of her, but it's just a term that I got. Sixteenth note. The second breakdown. Would be a perfect time to just put a gradual fade out in volume so you can end the song comfortably. 3 minutes and 46 seconds. Our song ended right there. Folks, if you like this experience, let me know if you want to see more of this stuff. I think I can come up with this type of tutorials more frequently, and I'd love to do that if you guys let me know. And until then, you folks have the day that you deserve. We'll catch you guys on the next one. And don't forget, I stream just about every day. I play the Isle, I play Squad, I play Warzone, I play War Thunder, I play Conqueror's Blade. There's a bunch of games that I like to play every once in a while. I don't try to stick to just one. And if you guys love to watch streamers, hey, maybe you guys can stop by and give me a shot and check it out. So, folks, you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you guys on the next one.